Guys, Paul here at Paul Phillips Fix. I haven't been doing any videos because I don't have a garage to work in. I have issues with a couple of cars that I got to repair, but it's been cold outside. The weather hasn't been on my side, but this morning I came out. I jumped in my '08 Impala. It's a little snow on the windshield. I hit my windshield wipers and they went halfway up, and that was it. The motor is running, but the arms are not moving, and you can flap them back and forth with no resistance. I don't know whether the driving arms broke or the drive from the motor broke. I gotta take the cowl off, but first thing first, let me show you how to get these wipers off. I jumped the gun here and started doing it. I didn't really want to do any work on cars today. On the end of the wiper arm, there's a little plastic cap you can get right in the edge here with a screwdriver. Pop that off. There was another video on YouTube. They were saying it's a 13mm bolt. Mine have 15mm nuts on it, not bolts, sorry. Had 15mm nuts. To keep the windshield wiper on the screen, it's spring loaded, so that arm's not going to just pull off. Alright, first thing you got to do is take some tape, make a little mark on your windshield, some kind of marker with either masking tape or scotch tape. Mark the position of your windshield wipers at rest so you know how to throw them back on. That way they're lined up right. To get the wiper off of here after you remove the nut, you're going to have to push down on the wiper and wiggle the arm and work it off of the splines. This is splined here, but it won't just pull right off because of that spring tension. All right, after you get those off, if you're going to get into the that's how you can change an arm, if that's all you got to do. I got to check out the driving transmission. There's these little plastic retainers here. I like using these little body tools if I can get in here with it. You got to lift up the center of that plastic pin. That goes in there and spreads the outer part so it stays locked in. I thought I was going to be able to get under here with this. Let me see if I can. Sorry if you can't see. There we go. Alright, I got the center part of it up. Then that should pop right out. Center part came completely out, but it doesn't have to come completely out. This just goes down in there and spreads it when you push it down inside. I'll put that up here so I don't lose it. Got one on the other side. This one's already been messed with and it's not in the best of shape. I got to replace it. It's kind of broken. Now, I think there's just two of them that hold this on. You're going to have to remove that weather strip there. That seal, that's got to come off because it goes on the plastic. And this whole piece should just come out, I hope. Oh man, I got my wiper line hooked up on that too, huh? The windshield washer line is hooked up into that. I may have to disconnect that. I don't think there's a third pin in here, is there? Yes, there is. There's a third pin in here towards the middle. Got to get that one out. I think you're better off trying to do this with the hood open. Get easier access in here. This little tool is great for this kind of stuff. Screwdriver, you kind of tear it up a little bit more. Same fastener. Excuse me, my sinuses are a wreck. They're always a wreck. Alright, that just lifts right out. I didn't even have to remove this side actually. Well, I did because the other one fits under it, but just move that out of the way. And the other side will just lift right off. Remember which order you take these out. The driver's side's got to go back in first. Yep. This disconnected right from the drive, right? Looks like the arm broke. Oh, the bushing came off. Looks like all I need is a new bushing. It looks like it. Now, can I just push a new bushing on there? That's the question. A lot of crud in there. It's a little corroded. Well, let's call Advanced Auto and see if we can get a bushing for that. If I can't replace this bushing, I'm going to have to replace this whole drive unit here. It's not outrageously expensive, and it's not that complicated to get out. 1, 2, 3 bolts, and then I'll have to disconnect the motor. So 3 bolts and a nut to get that out, it looks like, and that just slides up in there. All right, let me see if I can find a replacement bushing for that. Probably don't sell it, but let's go see. Hey guys, I looked on Rock Auto. They sell a bushing set for like $7.97 for, I guess it's all the bushings for its drive arms in here. I called Advanced Auto. In my area, it was like $14, $15. They can't get it today. Napa didn't have it either. They got to get it out of Pennsylvania. So it looks like I'll just go probably with the Rock Auto one. Let me just move that motor over and turn that off. Can't get that arm on there the way it is right now. I'm going to see if I can get that motor positioned by turning the key on and off with the wiper on. See, maybe it just popped. I think my windshield wipers were frozen to my windshield this morning. This bushing really doesn't look damaged. It may be worn though. This car has got 150,000 miles on it. It's not going to stay on there. It's going to wind up popping off again. Alright, I'm going to have to order that bushing set. It's driving them for now, but that's going to wind up popping off again if this gets resistance on it, I think. Let's put some resistance on it and see if it stays on. It's actually holding on there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw them back on temporarily. I'll order that bushing set and throw a new set of bushings on there. If you run your wipers, make sure you don't turn the key off with the motor in a different position. Shut the wipers off, let them go to rest, then turn your ignition key off, so your wipers will be in the proper position to line them back up. That's where the motor is supposed to be, at rest. If you just turn the ignition key off, the motor can stop anywhere in that 360-degree rotation. Then you'll put your wipers on and it'll all be out of whack. All right guys, that's how you fix your wipers. If you can either, you know, replace the whole transmission drive unit. The motor is the next step. Just pulling that out, getting the motor out is another step, and doing an arm is one less step. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys helping my channel grow. Please give a like and subscribe. You can find me now on Facebook. You can contact me at Gmail, paulphillipsfix.com. And I started a Patreon page. So I got to start cracking on my friends to see if they'll start supporting the channel. Anything would help, guys. I'd love to get a garage with a lift and do things for people that can't afford to get their cars fixed, or that are like single mothers that are having a hard time making ends meet. Maybe we could get a car for them, something like they did on South Main Auto. But I'm not looking to get rich off of this. I'm just trying to put information out there that helps people save some money and prevents them from getting screwed by these unscrupulous garages. Okay guys, take care. Remember, take good care of your cars. They'll take good care of you. Bye-bye. Damn it. Damn it, I always forget something with every video I make. When you're putting those arms back on, those windshield wiper arms, line them up, the windshield with the mark you had on the windshield. Wiggle it down onto the splines. Then when you're tightening that 15 millimeter bolt nut up, hold the arm so you don't strain the motor and damage it or rotate it out of position. Okay? Alright guys, that's it. Bye.